welcome back. Today we are here doing another learning video and we have another read aloud storybook for us today. April is almost over, and as some of you know, April is Autism Awareness Month, and I just thought I would share this book with you guys today, and I thought it would be the only way that you guys, some of my younger viewers would understand what autism is. And yeah, this storybook that I have is from Sesame Street, so we're going to play it now. And I will say that at the end of the read aloud there is a little quiz. And yeah, guys, without further ado, let's get started with the read aloud.
Amazing 1, 2, 3. Story by Leslie Kimmelman. Illustrations by Maribeth Nelson. Creatively read and adapted by Lorenzo. If you have a copy of this book, let's read it together. Please watch till the end to ace the quiz. Story time is fun. This is my way of encouraging kids like me to read, learn, and have fun. Come join me for story time with Lorenzo. In this heartwarming story from Sesame Street, let's get to know Julia, the new Muppet on the street who has autism. Together, three pals, Elmo, Abby, and Julia, have a delightful playdate. This is a picture of Elmo's friend, Julia. Elmo and Julia have played together since they were really little. They like to do lots of the same things. Elmo likes blocks. He builds really tall block towers. He also likes to knock them down. Crash! Julia likes blocks too. She lines them up in a row. Cool wall, Elmo says. Elmo likes to play with his toy cars and trucks. So does Julia. She especially likes spinning the wheels around and around. Elmo and Julia both like playing games on the tablet. Elmo looks at the screen and giggles. Banana begins with the letter Z, he says. Julia laughs. No, it doesn't, she says loudly. Julia goes with Elmo to the playground because they both love to swing. They even made up a swinging song. Swingy swing, swingity swing, they chant. Abby arrives at the playground. Hi, Elmo. Who's your friend? This is Julia. Julia, this is Abby. Elmo says. Hi, Abby calls loudly. Julia doesn't answer. Your friend doesn't like me, says Abby sadly. Elmo doesn't think that's true, Elmo says. It's just hard for her to talk when she's swinging. So Abby waits till Julia is done. Hi, Julia, she says again. Can I play with you and Elmo? But Julia just looks down. Abby is confused. Elmo's daddy told Elmo that Julia has autism, he says, so she does things a little differently. Sometimes Elmo talks to Julia using fewer words and says the same thing a few times. Can I play? Abby asks Julia. Can I play? But Julia doesn't look at Abby. Oh, and sometimes Elmo waits a long time for Julia to answer. Elmo adds. So Abby and Elmo wait. Finally, Julia says, play with Abby and Elmo. Sparkle-tastic, Abby says. What should we play? Julia says. Spy? I Spy. I love that game. Abby says. I spy with my little eye a blue feather. Julia looks around. She quickly runs over to the feather and comes back with it. She laughs and flaps her hands around and around. Flapping is what Julia does when she is excited. Elmo jumps up and down. Abby spins in a pirouette. That's what they do when they're excited. You're an expert at I Spy, Julia, Abby says. Julia starts to sing. She has a pretty voice. She sounds loud and happy. Wow, your singing is really pretty, Julia, says Abby. She joins in, but she forgets the words. But Julia remembers the words to song after song. The three new pals sing together for a long time. So what should we do next? Asks Elmo. Snack, says Julia. So the three friends go to Hooper's store. But inside Hooper's store, Julia seems scared. She claps her hands over her ears. What's the matter? Asks Abby. Julia has really good ears, explains Elmo. Sometimes she hears noises that Elmo doesn't notice, like the noise the blender makes. She really doesn't like it. Don't worry guys, I'll turn the blender off, says Alan. Then Julia takes her hands away from her ears. Hot cocoa for me, decides Abby. Hot cocoa for Elmo says, but Julia seems worried. She shakes her head. No hot, she says. Alan thinks for a minute. Then he tells her, cold chocolate milk for you, Julia. 1, 2, 3, counts Julia. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 friends, counts Abby. And 1, 2, 3 milk mustaches, counts Elmo, giggling. We're all amazing 1, 2, 3. The end. Today, there's greater awareness, and there has been much progress understanding autism. So what's the most important thing for people to know? We're all different in some way or another. That's what makes the world an interesting place. And equally, all of us, in our own way, are amazing. Leslie Kimmelman, author. Now it's time to start the quiz. Elmo likes building blocks and knocking them down, while Julia likes knock them down or to line blocks up in a row. The answer is to line blocks up in a row. True or false? Elmo and Julia love playing together, even though they enjoy different things. True or false? The answer is true. Why does Elmo tell Julia banana begins with the letter Z? He is making a joke, or he thinks banana really begin with a Z? The answer is he is making a joke. Elmo and Julia chant on the swings. What does it mean to chant? To say something one time, to sing a song, or to repeat something over and over? The answer is to repeat something over and over. True or false? Julia doesn't like Abby. True. She thinks Abby's mean. Or false? She likes Abby. She just does things a little differently. The answer is false. She likes Abby. She just does things a little differently. Wow, you rocked it. Please subscribe so you don't miss out on my new videos.
How did you guys do on the quiz? Did you guys get the answers all correct? If you did, good job. So you guys, I really hope you enjoyed watching this video and me sharing this read aloud on autism from Sesame Street. And you guys, I really hope you understood a little bit more on what autism is for those of you who did not know. And you guys, that will be the end for today's learning video. If you would like more just like this one, be sure to subscribe and hit the thumbs up. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.